Greetings, my friends. This is Thunder Hands and the Campfire Council. That's why I'm doing the show today, is because I want to talk about the Campfire Council, which is what I decided to call my tribe or my group or my thing or my speaking. Got to get organized here. And the reason that I want to call it the Campfire Council is because of several factors. I plan on talking about everything and anything, from spiritual things to what's happening in the world, and then relating the spiritual things to what's happening in the world, or showing you how you can use the spiritual things to do that, to relate, to get by, to survive. And then I want to give advice on, native tradition and counsel and wisdom and that type of thing. This is all going to be kind of a potpourri of things mixed together here. But I'm just going to talk about anything and everything. However, there will be a title. But basically it's Thunder speaking. Now, the other reason that I wanted to, call it a Campfire Council, or the reason that, both two reasons really. One is because of my book, Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart. And right now I'm going to kind of flash a little info about that right now. So this is kind of a little ad here. And as you can see at the top, it says, Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart. That's the name of the book. And it has won an award. It's a winner of the Cover or COVR award, which is the Coalition of Visionary Resources. And it's about native wisdom and Taoist thought. And it's by myself. The cover, incidentally, was done by a great artist in Sedona. Now, this book was written in kind of that campfire council tradition of the elders of the tribes that would sit before the people and give counsel or have a council. Somebody might come up and offer a question up to them or have a problem, and usually the elders of the council would sit there and they would pass the talking stick, and each one would give that person advice about how they might be able to get through their life. And that's kind of what I try to do in a general sense in that book, is give advice. Now, it's just advice for consideration. It's just something to help you through life. I compare it to other books where you can open up to any page and hey, there will be something for you in there. So within this Campfire Council here that I'm forming is going to be this tradition of speaking from the heart, like my book Listen to the Wind, which is listen to your higher self, higher things, and what's going on around you by being awake. And then the other thing is speaking from the heart, which is truth, which there's not a lot of that out there today. And I did a video called The Alternative to the Alternative, and that's me. Because when you get into all these other alternative media productions, people, whatever, they have an agenda, let's face it. My agenda is truth, that's it. Wisdom, Taoist, and Native American. The only agenda that you'll see regarding money is me talking about my books, and I'm just right out front about it. But that's to get the wisdom out there. I'm not making a fortune here, folks. So you got my two books, and I just showed you one, Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart. And then my other one is Emergence, which I'm going to talk about right now. So here's a little shot about that. Now this little book right here, as you can see in the picture, is about twin souls, and that's the twin souls there. On the left is Wakia, or Natalie, and on the right is Thunder, which, yes, the name is patterned after me because part of the book is about me. So in my younger years, most of the book is about me. It's fact-based fiction, but it is also about twin souls on a shamanistic journey of wisdom, love, and discovery, as it says there. And that's a picture of Nat and me standing in front of the Camelback Mountains in the Valley of the Sun of the arid zone, or Arizona. And believe me, this book goes right along with the Campfire Council type thing, and there's a lot of things in there that are shamanistic, tribal. It's a journey. It's a beautiful journey with a lot of information and knowledge in there that goes way beyond what it might seem. So those are the two books that I have written. The award-winning Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart, and Emergence, which is just as deep, just as exciting as Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart. Both of those books are close to my heart. So we have the Campfire Council with the Taoist and the native thinking, and it's based, on my blog, which you can go to, which I'm going to put a link down here, the nativeamericantaoist.com, which has a lot of stories that are in there. It has a little search engine. That blog is going to be indispensable to you because it's linked to two other blogs called Apache Tracker, which is about survival. You have to look, though. And then the other blog is Spirit of Crazy Horse, which has to do with the media side of this little Campfire Council thing we're getting going here. Actually, it's been going for quite some time, but I'm getting a little bit more organized with this because Spirit is directing me to. There's just too much happening in the world today for this knowledge and wisdom and the stuff that's in these books, and probably further books that I'll write and further information that I will post on my blog. But like I say, the links to those will be down here underneath the video, and you just click on them, click on them, click, whatever, and you can go there. And it's in the About section right underneath here, the two links. I might put links to everything down there. So just click on them and search around and see what you can come up with. So to carry this thought on a little bit further about the Campfire Council, that's going to include things as we go along, like seminars that I might give that will be in different cities. Okay, and this is all going to be linked up, everything together, even on Facebook. I know, I hate it, but what are you going to do? Information has to get out, and so I'm going to try to push a little harder to get some information out there and get, because like I said before, I'm not satisfied with what I'm seeing as far as information, truth. People need this. They don't just need the doom and gloom and the, oh, this is bad and that's bad. They need spiritual help. Okay? All of us do. But my purpose is to try to get some of that help out there in the form of what I do. And incidentally, that music you heard at the beginning was also something I do, which is play the Native American flute and drums. And when I have my seminars, I do that too. I call it channeling the holy wind. So Spirit has been moving me to try to get a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, organized, um, productive, motivated. Because sometimes, in the past I've gotten to the point where, well, nobody's listening here, but you know what? You just got to keep pushing, keep trying, and keep loving your fellow man and keep having compassion. And that's my purpose. That's my true purpose, is to spread that tribal wisdom and the Eastern thought and the meditation and the techniques but at the same time inform people, hey, wake up. Because you have to wake up on a certain level before you can detach, like I talked about before, and work on your spiritual self. Now, another thing that I want to mention is, okay, I broke down, and some of these videos are monetized. You'll see a little advertisement pop up. You can do like I do. If you want to watch it, fine, click on it. If you don't, there's a little X there, boom, it's gone. But that helps me in a very small way. And if it doesn't, if I see that I'm not getting enough proceeds with monetization or then that's gonna go. In fact, it might go anyway. I would rather that you people donate to this directly and that we don't have to have these ads, but I'm not getting enough feedback in that area. Okay? So that's why I wanted to tell you about my books also, so that you could, like, they're out there, people. Go there and check it out. To the different links. I'll put links to where all the books are. You can read about them. You just have to take the time to do it. And if you're interested in Native American thought, if you're interested in wisdom, if you're interested in truth, if you're interested in Taoist thought, if you're interested in things that are going to help you, and you can look at any one of my videos and see if they help you, because I've done almost 100 now, then you're going to appreciate it, or you're going to show your appreciation just like you would to a medicine man if you went to him and asked him for advice or a healing or whatever. You would give something in exchange. So that exchange is, unfortunately, in this currency, this fiat currency. So when you go to my website, donate if you want to. And that'll eliminate the advertising here. It helps me because I have a purpose, number one. And in order to do that purpose, I have to survive, number two, which is like, iffy right now on the survival thing, as it is with everybody. But hey, we all have to help each other. Okay? Also, I have other thoughts and dreams about, teaching these spiritual practices not just at seminars, but finding some land maybe in the area that I like the most, that I find the most spiritual, which is up near the Four Corners, or a place, an office, a house, whatever, to make like a home base. So if anybody knows, you know, uh, anybody in that area that has land or whatever that would like to get involved in this, have them contact me through my email. Okay, and my email is on all of my websites, so you can contact me that way, or you can contact me through YouTube, there's a lot of ways that you can contact me on Facebook. Let's get a spiritual community going here, because you know why? I'll tell you why. It's not just going to be a spiritual community, it's going to be a survival community. And that means surviving on the level of living, because there is some heavy incidents coming down the road here in the world. Now you can believe that or not, and you can call that doom and gloom. No, that's just reality. And the more that people band together and the more that people learn how to do spiritual practices, I kind of, like I said at the beginning, I call this thing that I'm doing, a campfire council, a tribe. It's tribal, okay? And people are going to have to get tribal in one way or another. Because if resources disappear, then we're going to have to depend on each other, okay? And there's a lot of things that I would like to show people on all kinds of different levels. Another thing would be self-protection. And the way of Bushido, or the martial arts, or and that goes hand in hand with everything else. See, when I teach something, like say I was going to teach you the martial art, or part of the martial arts, or how to take care of yourself, it's just not about the martial arts. It's about philosophy. It's about living in tune with nature. It's about tracking, okay, like an Apache tracker. I mix all kinds of things together. I don't just go out there and say, hey, okay, we're going to learn how to take care of ourselves to the point where we can take somebody out. It's no, I'm going to teach you a spiritual philosophy about trying to avoid that in the first place, but also it's tribal, people. It's tribal. It's like the Apache. You have to know all kinds of different things, not just spiritual things, but physical things, like being able to take care of yourself, okay? Defend yourself if need be, or your family. Being tribal, being like the scouts, the warriors, Crazy Horse, Sitting Bull. And then you had the scouts that went out and scouted for the tribe. And you had the rear guard and the front guard. And you had the medicine man and the shaman. And these were the spiritual counselors. And the chiefs who guided. You don't find this today. It's all breaking down. It's breaking down. The leaders we have are I would like string a whole bunch of four-letter words together right now to describe them. Okay? They're puppets. And they're ruthless and they're vicious and so we have to learn how to detach, project, survive, have different mental minds, mindsets, shapeshift, man. Oh, you think that's not possible? We do it all the time in small ways. That's another thing that is explained in my book to a degree. I don't just put everything out there because it could be misused. I don't just throw everything out there. There's a lot of things that if we had a small community or if we had people that were, like-minded with this Campfire Council thing, I could share that with. I would feel comfortable because you build trust. You don't just give this to anybody. A lot of people are out to misuse. Like I got a call one day from the Fort Huachuca Army intelligence people. And it was like, no, it was an email. They wanted me to call them. That's what it was. It was an email asking me, Thunder, hey, we want to learn all these different techniques that you know about, these esoteric, supernatural techniques about tracking like the Apaches. And I, really? Army intelligence wants to learn the way of the true guerrilla fighter, the Apache warrior, from me and the secrets behind their power. I had my secretary, my virtual secretary, write them back a letter saying, no, I'm a little busy right now, okay? You might want to check with so and so, they do that. Point I'm trying to make here is that some of the knowledge I have is not just something that to turn away from if you can get it. And I'm not bragging here. I'm not tooting my horn. I'm not, this is just truth. When you walk the planet for as long as I have, okay, and you practice the things that I've practiced, the spiritual practices, and you learn the things that I've learned, and then you hit hard times, will you find yourself using all these things to get through these hard times? And so, bingo, what do? You share that with people so they can get through hard times. And people share and help each other. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not concentrating so much on, the stock market. Okay, folks, here's what's happening today on the stock market. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up, and the reason that I think that the stock market's going to crash is, who cares? We know it's going down. Or you'll get somebody, oh, you know what? We got to load up, man. We got to get all our ammo together, and we got to, you know, the liberty, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution. Hey, what about Native Americans, man? They tried to tell you. And look what you did to them. People, wake up. Let's get going here. Let's listen to Thunder just a little bit more. Let's get some action going. I post this stuff out there on YouTube and One of the reasons I got advertising is I thought maybe YouTube would kick this a little bit more too, get some more hits. Because, see, they control everything. They control, if I post this video on Facebook, you post a picture on Facebook of a Native American or a warrior or whatever, no links, just a picture, right? And like people come on there, 80 people will come on there and go, I like this, I like, oh, this is awesome. They'll make all kinds of comments. You put one video, like I'm doing right now, on Facebook and some of these places, and it's like 2 people comment. Now, wait a minute here, okay? 2 people say they like, or 2 people, and that's not because just 2 people like it. It's because Facebook goes, uh-oh, a link to a video. Let's censor that. Or we don't like the content matter in here, so we're going to censor this. Or they should be paying us, and the little promote thing down in the Facebook thing, promote it. $6.95. Put your video or whatever at the top of the heap up there so everybody will see it. What happened to the 80 people that were looking at the picture of the Indian? If you see this video and you like it, share it. Get this Campfire Council going. Get some real truth going out there. Let's get this going, people. Even if 2 people get it, they could share it with everybody they know. And I send out shares and I ask people to like. And so if you like something, don't revert back to the crap that's out there. Support something that's truth. I'm not here to sell you gold bars and bullion or real estate by saying doom and gloom type stories. I'm not here to sell you anything except if you want to buy my book, you help me. But big deal. That's like giving an offering to a medicine man. And hey, I talk about things on here that psychologists don't know, that doctors don't know, that a lot of people don't know, that you go to and pay money to help you feel better. So you need to think about that. What do you pay to go to a psychologist? $150, $200 an hour? I give to you freely, basically, is what I'm saying. If you want to give back, if you want to donate, if you want to do whatever you do to support somebody, or if you know somebody, like I said before, that has a place, a house, some land, whatever they want to donate that's in that Four Corners, Arizona area, or I'll consider any pristine Southwest area. I mean, I'm just looking for a place to gather kindred people, to have them come in. I mean, if it was enough property or enough land, then there could be a community living there. Tribal. Get out of the cities. They're going down. Mark my words. They're going down. And the people that live in them are going to go with it. Now you're either going to start thinking coherently and paying attention to some of the things I say, or let's say considering some of the things I say, or you're just going to trip along in your foggy mentality if that's where you're at. And I know, but see, I know there's a lot of good people out there. There's some people that donate, there's some people that comment, there's some people that, but they're censoring so you don't get this stuff. Okay? And I guess the real, you know, burr that sticks in my claw is the fact that, you know, the games that you have to play to do this, the pleas that you have to make, or the you know, the things that you have to ask for. It's not about money with me. It's about, let's get this community going. Let's barter. I don't care what you do. You give me this, I'll give you that. It's not about money. It's about giving and loving and sharing and say, hey, I got this or I got that. Or, but no, you know, see, people are into this groove, you know, and it's not a good groove. They're into this rut, you know. They don't get out every day. They just do the same thing every day. They're spinning their wheels, they're going nowhere. You have to listen to spirit, okay? You have to listen to the old ways. You have to practice the spiritual ways. You have to sit around the campfire. Just imagine that. Imagine it. Picture it in your mind. Sitting around a campfire, talking to wise people and friends. Learning things, sharing things, supporting one another. And then, if you have land, or if this has happened, we can do this now with the videos, but it's a one-way thing. I like to receive too. I like to hear what other people have to say. But if you have land and you're in an area, you just go off to your little abodes, whether, you know, it's a trailer or teepee or yurt or whatever you have. House. Okay, so, you know, I'm getting near the end, but I presented what I said what I had to say. This is kind of a kickoff of a new thrust, okay, here towards another effort. Okay, so anyway, back up this video if you have to. Check out the different, you know, the little flashes I put up about the books. Check out everything. Listen to everything. Consider it. Think on it. Ponder on it. Go to the links below and think about how we can all help each other. I'm trying to help you, so you know, you consider about how, you know, we can all help each other and how I can help you more and show you the things that I know and the knowledge. And we should all be sharing each other. I'm not saying, hey, you know, Thunder is, you know, chief of the tribe. That comes through trust. That comes through seeing and being around somebody, you know. But somebody has to get the ball rolling. Okay. So anyway, I'll say peace unto you and walk the red road.